Hey YouTube, how you doing? Big E here. How's everything? Well, this is going to be a different video because I am taking a little break from a lot of things. Still going to be doing the movie reviews, but not for a little while maybe. But I am going to be doing movie reviews again. I'm going to probably be doing a lot of them this summer because with everything going on and everything, and I was hopefully gonna take like a nice vacation and everything, but with the inflation and everything that's going on right now and everything, but inflation, we will get through this. It will get better. We will get through it. We always do. Somehow, some way, we will get through this inflation. We will. But we're not talking about inflation right now. Today, I'm going to be doing a DVD collection, part 1, and this one is my Warner Brothers Rated R DVD collection. We're going to start out with this one. This movie, it was actually released by MGM in 1982. I haven't seen this movie yet, but I bought this at a thrift store for $1. Few blocks down from where I live. It's a good movie. I've heard some people say it's a really good movie. It's called Diner. It stars Steve Guttenberg, Daniel Stern, Mickey Rourke, Kevin Bacon, Timothy Daley, Ellen Barkin, and Paul Reiser. This was released 1982. I bought this sealed. Look, plastic still on it. I paid $1 for it. This movie's 40 years old this year, and if I was to buy this somewhere in about another few years, it'd probably may be worth maybe $100 or something if the plastic doesn't get taken off. Here's another good one. Here's a 4-film trilogy. I love these movies, and I love Mel Gibson. You got Lethal Weapon 1, which was released in 1987. You got Lethal Weapon 2, which was released in 1989. You have Lethal Weapon 3, which was released in 1992. And you have the fourth and final Lethal Weapon, Lethal Weapon 4, which was released in 1998. It stars Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo. Rene Russo didn't make her first Lethal Weapon appearance until the third movie. And Joe Pesci didn't make his Lethal Weapon appearance until the second one. The second one was my all-time favorite Lethal Weapon movie. And some sequels, they don't do too well with other things. But I think the Lethal Weapon 2 had a lot more. I find Lethal Weapon 2 to be better than the first one. I mean, the first one was pretty good, but the second one I liked a whole lot better. I liked a little bit more. Like the sequences, I love that pickup truck, Mel Gibson's pickup truck, that big Chevy GMC 3500 dually, that extended cab long bed, 2-wheel drive I think it was. Had a 454 big block in, and when he was pulling down that stilt house to stop those bad guys, everything, even the tow truck incident, the surfboard went into the cab and cut the guy's head off. And this Lethal Weapon 2 DVD has the behind scenes of that part, and also the part where his house, a trailer located in a cove, was invaded by a hit squad. They had South African diplomats. It's great. These are great movies. And I love Danny Glover, and I love Joe Pesci. I love Joe Pesci. He was one of my favorites, and Joe Pesci was one of my father's favorites too. I know, Dad. I miss you too. Okay, next in the series, I got the Dirty Harry Collection. All 5 movies. He's a Clint Eastwood. He's a South San Francisco police officer, detective. It features the Deadpool, 1971. Sudden Impact. Wait, they're in wrong order. Oh, that was the Deadpool. The Deadpool, yeah. Sorry. Let's go. Got Dirty Harry, which was the first. It was released in 1971. We got Magnum Force, Dirty Harry 2, 1973. We got Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry 3, The Enforcer, 1976. We got Dirty Harry 4, Sudden Impact, 1983. And we have one of my favorite Dirty Harry films, The Deadpool, Dirty Harry 5, 1988. This is where Jim Carrey, he's mentally ill. He's an ill heavy metal musician and everything. Ill-fated heavy metal, yeah. And he's singing Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle, and I like it when he's lip syncing to it, and he's like, "Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything we want. How do we know the name we are?" And then the whole stage starts exploding on him, and I got 3 more Clint Eastwood movies in my rated R collection. I have a few more Clint Eastwood movies. I love him. I got Tightrope, 1984. I got Heartbreak Ridge, 1986. This also has Mario Van Peebles in it as well. And I also got this one with him and Charlie Sheen, 1990. I got The Rookie, 1990. Clint Eastwood is kidnapped in this movie. Yep. Charlie Sheen goes out to find a way to rescue. And this also stars actor Tom Skerritt in it. And I really loved him. He was in Steel Magnolias, playing Julia Roberts' father. I got another collection. I got Eraser, 1996. Stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Vanessa Williams, and James Caan and James Coburn. I got Dangerous Liaisons from 1988. Stars Glenn Close, John Malkovich, Michelle Pfeiffer, Keanu Reeves, and Uma Thurman. And Swoozie Kurtz is in this. Welcome to Collinwood, 2002. William H. Macy's in this. Isaiah Washington, Sam Rockwell, Patricia Clarkson, George Clooney, and a bunch of other stars. I even have Rosewood from 1997. Stars Ving Rhames and John Voight. Training Day, 2001. Denzel Washington and Ethan Hawke. Dr. Dre's in this with Snoop Dogg. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, doggy dog's in the motherfucking house. Bow wow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, death row's in the motherfucking house. Got another one. Schwarzenegger, Collateral Damage. It was supposed to be released in 2001, but it was released 2002 because of the whole 9/11 terror attack problems and everything at the time. We Got a Sean Penn movie from 2003. I got Mystic River. (2001) Swordfish. John Travolta, Hugh Jackman, Halle Berry, Don Chedley, or I cannot pronounce his name. I got Steven Seagal in 2001, Exit Wounds, stars the late great DMX. May he DMX rest in peace. Oh, what you really want? What you really want? What's my name? Here's some more good rated R movies. More. I got a movie from James G. Robertson. It's a Morgan Creek movie. It's called White Sands. Stars Mickey Rourke, Willem Dafoe, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio. If that's how you pronounce it. This was 1992. We got another one of my favorite. This one's a Stallone movie. I really love this movie. I love the big truck, Chevy truck they modified in that movie. And they called it the RV from Hell. Tango and Cash, 1989. I love this movie, even the courtroom part. Yeah. Yeah, when they break out of it and everything. And the grenade part, they're tied to the bad guy played by actor Brian James. May he rest. When Stallone was about to release the pin, tell him to give him a name. And Brian James like, with the grenade taped to his mouth, he's like, till he gave him a name, decided just to gave him the name. Oh, I love this movie you're about to reveal. Ready. Demolition Man, 1993. It stars Stallone and Snipes. They go from, this movie's from 93, but it's futuristic. They start in the year 1996, then they get frozen, and then end up in the year 2032, and they rename Los Angeles San Angeles. Sandra Bullock's in this. Nigel Hawthorne is in it. May he rest in peace. And Jack Black made a tiny cameo in it. Benjamin Bratt from Law & Order's in it. And one of my favorite comedians of all time is Dennis Leary. Or as he always say, I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole. Yeah. And here's another good movie. This was all the way back in the early 80s. 1981. Kathleen Turner was in this. She was so young. William Hurt is in it too. It's called Body Heat, 1981. Here's another one I really like. This, I've never seen this before, but I've heard a lot of people don't really like. It doesn't have that good amount on Rotten Tomatoes. It's called The Postman. Stars Kevin Costner, and this was released 1997. This also has Tom Petty in it too. May he rest in peace. No, I won't back down. But here's a movie I've never seen, but I've heard about. I really like to see. It's from 1992. Stars Wesley Snipes, Dennis Hopper. Boiling Point. Snipes is a treasury agent in this. It says I haven't seen this movie yet, but I really loved. Sorry. Okay, we got Next of Kin. Stars late great Patrick Swayze and stars Bill Paxton in this too. They both rest in peace. This also stars Helen Hunt, Liam Neeson, Adam Baldwin, and Ben Stiller was in this. He was so young in this. He was years before Dodgeball and Madagascar, and we got a good movie, right? Another movie I have not seen, but I've heard it's pretty good. Chill Factor, Cuba Gooding Jr. and Skeet Ulrich, 1999. Oh, Next of Kin, I forgot to mention, it was 1989. I got a movie here from 1988. 1988. That's 5 years older than me, even though I was born 93. 1988. Yep. Harrison Ford in Frantic. And this is by Roman Polanski. Filmed by Roman Polanski. His now wife, Emmanuelle Signer, whatever her name is, she's in this. Yep. We got two Steven Seagal movies too. I got another two Steven Seagal movies. I got his first film, from 1988. It's called Above the Law. Sharon Stone's in this. He's a Chicago cop in this one. And I also got one of my favorite Seagal movies. One of them, actually, I got Hard to Kill from 1990. Him and his wife were shot in it, but Steven Seagal awakens out of a 7-year coma. The movie starts in the year 1983, and that's where the shooting occurs. And then his wife was pronounced dead, but he awakens out of a coma 7 years later, 1990, which was also the year of the movie's release. And this also stars Kelly LeBrock in it, from Weird Science and everything. I love this movie. I love the scene action where he's escaping those bad guys in that Jeep Wrangler YJ. Love them. Here we go. Another favorite movie. This is a documentary. It was released 1989, and it's gotten a lot of good praise from critics, especially Siskel and Ebert. They called this an American classic, 2 jubilant thumbs up for this triumph comedy, and they said it's over 100 list of 1989's top 10 movies. Roger and Me. This is about when General Motors laid off 30,000 workers and everything, and they closed. This was based in Flint, Michigan. About General Motors. Well, 3 car manufacturers are General Motors, Chrysler Incorporation, and Ford. American Motors, AMC, went out 1 year before this movie was released, and the only American Motors brand is around now is Jeep Corporation, and they're owned by Chrysler now. They've been it since like 1987, 1988. Then it was Jeep Eagle after AMC went out, and they don't make Eagle anymore either. But here's another 1993 movie. 92 or 93, I don't know. Stars Michael Douglas. Falling Down. This also stars Barbara Hershey and Robert Duvall in this. Here's another movie I want to Final Analysis from 92. Stars Richard Gere and Kim Basinger. Here's a good movie from 1982 right here. This was Michael Keaton's one of his first films. He was so young back then. He was like young. And this was Henry Winkler. He was still doing Happy Days at the time. Came out 2 years before Happy Days ended. It's about where they worked in a city morgue and everything. It's called Night Shift, 1982. This is a pretty good movie. Shelley Long's in this too. directed by Ron Howard, too, who also worked with Henry Winkler on Happy Days. Clean and Sober is my next one from 1988. Stars Michael Keaton, Kathy Baker, M. Emmett Walsh, Tate Donovan, who you probably know Tate Donovan from the Disney movie Hercules. He voices Hercules. And this also stars Morgan Freeman. And this is what he won earning the National Society of Film Critics Best Actor Award for this movie. Siskel and Ebert gave this movie 2 thumbs up, and it says, impressive, excellent, the film to see. Sharky's Machine, 1981. Burt Reynolds is in this. May he rest in peace. Also, here's another classic movie. This one's from 1989. I've seen this movie 1 time. It's not bad at all. It's scary. It's a thriller, but it's scary. It stars Jurassic Park's Sam Neill. It stars Nicole Kidman, Billy Zane. They were about the only 3 stars in this movie. Dead calm. And boy, it was pretty haunty. It's pretty scary, especially for 1989. All right. Here's another list of movies. Here's another of my Snapcase collection. I have The Whole 9 Yards. This stars Bruce Willis and Michael Clark Duncan and Matthew Perry of Friends. This was from 2000 right here. And there was a sequel to this, which I don't have yet. It's called The Whole 10 Yards, which was released 2004. And I plan on getting that one soon. Here's another classic. This one's from 2008, when we were in the biggest financial economic crisis since the Great Depression. Gran Torino. This stars Clint Eastwood. He owns a Ford Gran Torino, which he built back in 1972, and he was still driving it. All I have to say is they don't make cars like they used to anymore. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right, next one. I got this not too long ago. I haven't seen it yet, but they say it's one of the best movies since Goodfellas. This stars Martin Sheen, Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg. Leonardo DiCaprio plays a cop in this, rookie cop, The Departed, from 2006. It's a Martin Scorsese film. And here's another one. This one was actually a Largo Entertainment Fox movie. Joe Pesci's in it. It's called The Super. He plays a superintendent. This is from 1991. And I have Troy, 2004. It stars Brad Pitt. I got Joaquin Phoenix. Her, 2013. Look how hard that is to see the Warner Brothers logo right there. Very hard to see on the DVD. Wow. Spike Jonze love story. He was on Jackass. Sorry. Full Metal Jacket, 1987. About the Vietnam War and everything. This stars the late, great R. Lee Ermey. May he rest in peace. We got Tequila Sunrise, 1988. Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, Kurt Russell, Raul Julia. It's about drugs and everything, and My favorite scene where the FBI comes in Kurt Russell's office. He's a narcotics cop, and they're listening to the FBI's listening to tapes, and Kurt Russell takes coffee, and throws it right on him. He's like, and then they're like, oh, what the fuck is the matter with you? And he's like, I don't need you flying in from Washington. Take it over my office. Tell me to manufacture evidence. And he's like, this is my backyard, Hal. I don't grow weeds in my backyard so I can pull them. I love them all. This one's a 2 films. Analyze this from 1999. Analyze that 2002. Robert De Niro, Billy Crystal, and Lisa Kudrow from Friends is in both of these. Yep, it's another mafia movie. I'm going to put this over here. Full Metal Jacket right here. So I'm going to be explaining that in a minute. I got JFK from 91. Kevin Costner and Tommy Lee Jones. Great movie, though. I got a really, really fantastic movie. 1994, The Shawshank Redemption. This stars Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. Bob Gunton's in this. You may remember him from Demolition Man, the bald guy, chief of police with the glasses. This also stars Clancy Brown, who's best known for voicing Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob. The Bodyguard, 1992, stars Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston. May she rest in peace. Great. And I put right here, ever since she passed, I put rest in peace, Whitney Houston. Yep. I really love Whitney Houston's music and everything, and she was a great singer. My favorite song of hers will always be, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody who loves me. Love the hairstyle in the music video, especially the 80s. Love those old hairstyles. Here's a movie I got from my best friend from back for Christmas. I did not say no to this. I love the Risky Business, 1983. Especially my buddy bought it for me. It's sealed. This one's sealed too. Promised him I'd take good care of it. And I won't break a promise. It's a good movie. Here's another good movie. Goodfellas, 1990. Robert De Niro, Ray Liotta, Lorraine Bracco, Joe Pesci, Paul Sorvino's in this. May Ray Liotta rest in peace. We just lost him a few weeks ago. Put that over here. So I'm going to explain that in a minute. I got 1999, The Green Mile. It stars Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan, James Cromwell, Bonnie Hunt, David Morse. This even stars Patricia Clarkson from Dirty Harry 5 to Deadpool. And here we go. Unforgiven, 1992. Stars Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, Richard Harris, and everything. This is a Western, too. This is a great movie, too. I have other rated R Warner Brother movies right there, too. These are seasonal movies in different categories. Some of them are in Christmas, horror, sports movies, and those are seasonal movies, and I'll be doing my seasonal movie collection in the future. So right now, want to tell you why I put all these movies aside. These 4 movies, all these movies right here, my dad really loved, and these are regular DVD closed cases. I'm thinking about getting these the same movies, but with the snap cover cases like these ones. Because after my father passed away, because I knew these were all his favorite movies, especially he loved this movie, and I'm gonna put these movies with these DVD cases. I plan on make someday when I get my own place, home maybe. I plan on making like a nice little time capsule for my father, and these movies will be going in there. I'm gonna paint, get a nice big steel like chest and everything, but these will go like wrapped in paper towel and then go in a plastic bag, one of those Ziploc bags before I put it in there, because any item that's going in there, you know how they get rusty over time. Well, before I bury the time capsule and make the steel chest or whatever I get to put in there, things in there, I'm gonna like paint it, like sand it, prime it, paint it, and Rust-Oleum and everything, and clean it, and then I'm gonna give it like both inside and outside the chest some of that truck bed liner that you would spray like in the back of a pickup truck, rhino liner, because I've heard about stories of them that they prevent rust. And then probably give the chest like 1 or 2 coats of rhino liner. See how that goes. So that's my plan. I have a lot. So this is the rated. I have more rated R movies. Like I got like An Officer and a Gentleman from 1982 with Richard Gere and Deborah Winger, but that's in my Paramount rated R collection. And I'm reviewing like every different. I'll be doing my other collection. Rated R, PG-13, PG, G, non-rated, rated X. Just kidding. There's none of that. Little bits, piece by piece. Like I'll probably maybe do a rated R Paramount, whatever next, whatever comes to mind. But these other movies right here, these are like seasonal, like sports and stuff and everything. Like sports and horror. And I'll review them in the future. I mean, I got House on a Haunted Hill, the 1999 version. I got Any Given Sunday with LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out. And that I'm Bad. And that Cameron Diaz, Dennis Quaid, Jamie Foxx, Al Pacino. I even got Caddyshack, 1980. I might put this in my dad's time capsule too and get a snapcase version of this, because we have a lot of memories. We used to laugh about like the scene in that movie where the guy's golfing and then he missed and he's like, ah, shit. And then the scene, the Baby Ruth scene where they threw the candy bar in the pool and everybody's running out like a maniac. Running, they're like, duty! Yeah. And then they hired Bill Murray to clean it out and everything, and then he's like, is this? And he's like, see, it's nothing serious. It was a Baby Ruth candy bar, and when the old lady saw it, she was like, oh. Yep. I got The Last Boy Scout with Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, 1991. Oh, and Caddyshack, this was 1980. I have Caddyshack 2 from 1988. I've seen parts of it. Caddyshack 2 didn't fit it for me. That movie upset me in some ways I couldn't understand. But also I have Point Break. Now this is a 20th Century Fox movie, but this is a Warner Brothers edition of the DVD. This is the 1991 version. And I have the 2015 version on DVD as well, so. Yep, that completes my rated R collection from Warner Brothers. I have other rated R movies, but in different like movie cat. I have like Columbia, TriStar Pictures and stuff, and Paramount, and so I'll probably be getting more Warner Brothers movies, like rated R stuff and everything. I'll be doing a DVD update too in the future someday, so be on the lookout for that. All right, YouTube. Nice seeing you all. Take it easy. Be safe. Stay out of trouble.